back in anyone's hands. Anybody could take this game, and Select, I'm actually kind of curious that neither player has really researched any upgrades. 000 for the ground forces and 00 for the Terran forces as well. So I really think at this point in the game, upgrades could make a huge difference in the battle. It looks like Select has completely mined out of the main. He's gonna try to secure this gold, getting a planetary fortress. It is in the yellow, and that fortress could spring Select ahead if Nirvana does not take it out. Looks like there's gonna be a massive battle, but the storm, doing a lot of damage to those dropships, which kind of just hovered overhead like, oh, we'll take that size storm any day. And nice play from Nirvana, deflecting those Banshees, which have been annoying all day long. I'd like to see Nirvana place the cannons in the back of his mineral line. This is really his final mining base. Marauders coming in here and doing a lot of damage. Nice storm though to whittle down the Marauders, but they still have so much health. It looks like Nirvana could possibly lose this Nexus, which would be a huge loss right now for our Protoss player. Nice storm going down to keep the Nexus alive. Meanwhile though, the Banshees have gotten so many kills, 13 on that and 4 on that one, and the Terran forces being threatening at the front ramp as well. There's multi-pronged attacks going on all sides of the map, and Nirvana loses his Nexus. Oh my goodness, that last Banshee somehow got a fire off to kill the Nexus, and now I think that our Terran player is way ahead. He's secured the gold expansion. His income is just literally double the Protoss player. The Protoss player on one mining base, he knows that he's in trouble. He needs to push out and make something happen. 120 food to 123. Can Nirvana land some critical storms to whittle down this Terran army? Is he gonna get it done? He's storming the Marauders away. Select falls back, doesn't want to get caught in that electrical charge storm, and a lot of the forces just kind of walking up here. All the dropships getting taken down by Nirvana, and Select here in a bad position. He cannot fight on this ramp. He is going to lose this command center, and there's no way he's going to go down that ramp because Nirvana will just storm the crap out of those Marauders. Looks like the command center gets taken down, but Select also doing damage with this Banshee, currently at 5 kills. We'll keep an eye on that as it continues to rack up on the bottom of the screen. Nirvana gonna push up and possibly take out the 9 o'clock for the second time today. This game is too close to tell who's gonna come out ahead. Great storms and feedback being used on the dropships and the Marauders, and Nirvana is going to take out this command center. Oh my goodness, the third, no mining still going on for Nirvana. Notice the income for our blue Protoss player, 200, 120. Terran still has 800 because he has this gold, and all of his SCVs looks like are there mining. This Banshee now has 9 kills, and it's still way too close to tell who's gonna come out ahead. Nirvana now just caught himself and bought himself a chance back in this game by re-securing that 9 o'clock. It looks like another massive battle here. Select gotta be careful, getting a lot of his Marauders whittled down by the storm. Nirvana still has a much larger army. The Immortals, like a boss, they're just obliterating the Marauders shot for shot. I mean, Immortals just love fighting Marauders. And here we go. This could be GG for Select. I'm not sure if he can deal with this. He does take out one of the Immortals, and he still has some Marauders. He's got to control them out of that storm. Battle Cruiser has just come out, and you guys just saw feedback being used on the BC as well. Select here getting a BC at the last possible second. Is this going to be able to save him? The flagship goes down to the Archons. Archons morphing out, and Archons are actually fairly good against BCs, but here we go. 4 Marauders versus 3 Archons, and with proper micro, Select will be able to deal with these Archons. Losing one right there. Gotta be careful. He's gotta control these Marauders with those concussive shells, can keep him away from the Archons' range. We are watching a mini game right now. If Select loses his Marauders, he's gonna lose the game, and it looks like he was able to kill off the final intruding Archon inside his base. This game is too close to tell who's gonna win. Both players at 31, 36 harvesters. Both players have very similar incomes now. Select though on the gold, whereas Nirvana is on the blue. So that could be the telltale difference. I think that Nirvana really needs to get another expansion down, but he can't afford to throw 400 minerals away because he needs forces. Great storm right there on Select, and those forces are so weak. A second storm to finish off half of those forces. And Select right now could be in a lot of trouble. Oh my goodness, looks like the Protoss forces are gonna fall back. Nirvana here just wants to bulk up his forces and try to end the game, and that is going to be it for Select. He has lost all of his forces, but I don't know if this is a good idea for Nirvana to engage this planetary fortress. There's a lot of SCVs there that can repair that thing, and that thing does 40 damage per shot. Oh, great storm though for Nirvana to whittle out those SCVs and thin out the population. But Select here, don't fight this planetary fortress. What are you doing? I really don't think this is a wise idea at all. Even though he is getting some SCVs, he is just going to lose his entire army, and here comes the backup for Select. This could have been a poor decision by Nirvana. The Marauders and Marines coming up. They are stimming and trying to take out the Stalkers as much as they can. Both players APM going through the roof, at least for the Terran player. And still too close to call. I don't know if that was wise attacking this fortress, although the storm was great. Looks like Select has dropped off a couple of forces over here again to do some damage, so really a lot of action all over the map. Both players just desperately trying to win this game. Nirvana comes in once again, and this time I think he does have enough to deal with this planetary fortress. Meanwhile, Select also dropping his own paratrooper force to deal with the probes. Is the planetary fortress gonna go down? It is getting repaired by a lot of SCVs. Notice the health is not dropping, and the Marauders coming in to reinforce, and this is going to clean out the Protoss army. Meanwhile, Select has just cleared about half the probes from the 3 o'clock. Uh-oh, for Nirvana, I don't know if attacking this fortress was the wisest decision, and now we could possibly see the end of this game for Nirvana. He has got to try to get this dropship out of his base, which is going to run away with one Marauder remaining, and Select now. Let's take a look at the food count. 33 food for Select. Nirvana at 29. This has turned into a low econ game. 15 harvesters to 12. And the real difference is that Select still got the gold, although it is nearly mined out. I mean, I gotta lean towards Select at this point in the game. It's still way too close to tell, but Select has just played brilliantly, and I gotta fault Nirvana for attacking this fortress. I don't know if it was worth it to lose all of his forces. Looks like the Marauder here with 5 kills, the Corporal Marauder, gonna drop off and try to take out the Assimilator. Oh, feedback going down on the dropship, almost killing it. A second feed. Oh no, why did you do that, Nirvana? That was poor play. Feedback drains all the energy, so if you just use another feedback, it's like not going to do any damage. So that dropship gets out of there with 6 health, and Select now is just bulking up his deadly Marauder forces, and we have seen this time and time again. Marauders are so beefy and so resilient and so powerful at killing buildings that towards the late game, they become one of those units that are almost used every single time. They're used and abused to the max, and this is what we're seeing right now. The Marauders are just kind of walking their way up. Does Nirvana have enough forces to deal with the Marauders? He has 1 Immortal. If he can protect that Immortal, he'll have a chance. He's got to save the Nexus now. He has to go in now. No, he's taking too long and he loses the Nexus. Oh, poor play there by Select. That has got to be GG. I don't see how he can win this game. Great storm right there, but the Marauders are going to stim and get out of the way. And with that stim, they are just so fast. Nirvana there could not have afforded to wait. That was not a wise decision at the end. I mean, he's going to kill off these Marauders, I think, with the Immortal, but he just lost his final Nexus. He is now mining 0 and 0. He's mining Snake Eyes, and he GG's out of the game, so whew, that is a very good Terran versus Protoss game. What an epic battle, and Select showing how to play low econ all the way out to the end, drawing it out with the Marauder forces. And I gotta say, really dodging those storms. He was dodging storms left and right, up and down, north to south all day long. And he showed us how to play some pretty great Terran play. And Nirvana, I gotta fault him for a couple mistakes towards the end, but still very, very powerful, very strong play from our Protoss player today. So wow, that's a lot of warp gates too. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that broadcast, Terran versus Protoss here on Steps of War. And of course, there'll be more games to come in the near future. Make sure you guys subscribe to youtube.com/HDStarcraft if you guys like what you see. And of course, there'll be more games coming out soon. HD, signing out.